Okay. What's up, everybody? Okay, this thing is going to lag, so don't want to hear it. So I'm doing a Zoom meeting and streaming live. So that's why it might be a delay on this, but last time I checked, it worked fine. Today we're going to talk about purpose because purpose is something that I've reconnected with, and I know there's a lot of people out there like had that time in your life where you forgot your purpose, or you feel like you never knew it, or you just have that sense of lack of direction. Like, is what I'm doing fulfilling me? And we all ask ourselves that question, hopefully. And if it's not something that you've asked yourself, then do that. But I'm just going to share my experience of that, because I just asked my friend that question the other day, and it was a simple question. Um, as far as like I meant it to be simple, but really it does make you think. Sometimes it makes you think deeply. If you've never answered that question, it's going to make you think, and that's really what, if you're ever in that moment where you don't feel connected to your purpose, it's a time to really go inward, to introspect deeply. And one thing that I always remember too is follow the breadcrumbs. Like, there's things that you've been interested in or that you've been doing since you were a child, um, things that really fulfill you, or a gift that you have, right? That makes you stand out. So those are just like natural things, natural feedback, natural information that we have that are reiterating your purpose. And it's not so clear sometimes. Sometimes it's more like a compass, like go in this direction, go in this direction. And you have to try. So that's one thing you have to be willing to do, is definitely try things. You have to be willing to take risks. You can't, live a fulfilled life playing it safe. And you've heard it before, but are you playing it safe? You have to ask yourself that question too. Um, One thing I realized was gifts. Gifts are not for us, you know? Gifts are for our community, for the world. It's something that it's like our light that shines out and lights up, the world. And together we shine different light. But it's something that shines out. It's for the benefit of everybody. Something beautiful and positive that comes from you, that benefits your community and everybody around you. And we're in this such individualistic society where it's all about me. I have to live my life YOLO, and all those nice memes that we have that really build a false narrative that life is just about what you want, and you're going to get everything that you want without any discomfort, without sacrifice, without hard work, without you know and so don't let the social media fool you. Like, life is still, things have changed, but not that much. You still have to work. You still have to also be clear. I think clarity, especially with all the distractions, clarity, mental clarity, is a distraction from feeling alignment with what you're doing. Even if you are doing purposeful work, it can be not fulfilling to you. If it's something that you're not in tune with, and you don't understand, like, what the point is. Um, but yeah, besides following the breadcrumbs, just looking at the things that have always interested you, delighted you, um, and then submitting to your power, submitting to the source of your power, right? We're all part of a larger source of energy, God, right? You have to submit to God. And when you do that, you'll stop fighting. You stop fighting, either it has to be this way, or I did this work, so this is exactly what should come of that, what I expect out of that. And submit, because there's a lot of shit that's not within your control. A lot of things that are obstacles that are thrown in your way. A lot of times to help you. You know, a lot of times we think, man, the struggle is it's such a low point in our lives, but really that was a deterrent from going in a direction that wouldn't serve you long term. And you got to trust the process. You know, trust the process. All of the moments that you do spend out of whack, feeling misaligned, are you're learning during that time, right? You're experiencing life still. You're gaining information so that you can prepare and build yourself up to do what you need to do. And so you have to remember that and give yourself credit for the things that you have done and are doing, and be realistic at the same time with, is this going direction of what I'm building, of what I want out of life? And it doesn't always come down to money, right? That's one thing, is your purpose is not always going to be what makes you money. I mean, sometimes they'll crisscross, intertwine, but at the end of the day, your purpose still has to come from something that has to do nothing with money, has to come from your heart. And if you don't, if it's not something that comes from your heart, not to say that it won't be successful, that you won't make money, but will you be successful? Will you be happy and fulfilled? And that's what really matters. It doesn't matter how much money you got, and you know, all these nice pictures. What really matters is how you feel at home, wherever you are with nobody else, in your body, in your mind. How do you feel in that space? And when you can feel good in that space, that's when you are successful. And that's when you can trust that you are in alignment, right? Um, and I'm a risk taker, you know. I'm a Sagittarius. I'll do lots of things, and um, one thing I say to myself is that there's nothing I can't do. I say yes. And I mentioned this before, but there's this movie called Yes Man with Jim Carrey. And I watched it, and I was really young too. But I remember the movie was about a man that continued to say no and not make time for his kids, not make time for life, not make time for friends. And all he did was work and, you know, just go. And one day, it was one of those movies where a spell is cast over them or something happens, glimpse, one of those things. And so now he's unable to say no. And so he has to say yes to everything. So, anyways, it was a funny movie. I watched it and I was very young at that time, but I was inspired to say yes, to stop being scared. And there's always going to be fear, you know, just because you say it doesn't mean it's not going to stop being scared. But at least you have the awareness to know, like, this is a fear that I want to push through. This is a fear that I want to push through because I know it's not serving me, it's not protecting me. It is keeping me from feeling whole, or keeping me from feeling like I'm walking in my power. Right? So, purpose. I'm really thirsty. Hold on. I keep a jug in the studio, so most of my videos you will see me pull a jug of water up and drink out of it. But that was pretty much the message I want to share in this video. I just want it to be short and just express that, because it can be hard to, you can be feel lost, you can be out there in these streets feeling lost, and just, you know, out here feeling without a purpose, without a plan. And the best thing to do is just turn in, go in, because the purpose is already there. It's nothing that's lost. It's nothing that's you know, not already there for you. It's already existing. So it's really getting beyond the distractions, the self-limiting thoughts, whatever our hindrances are, and really introspecting and trying things. You know, I always think about um, my your purpose being rooted also in your languages of love. If you think about your languages of love, for me to show love is to do acts of service, right? So on this earth, I can do so many things, right? I have so many talents, like so creative. I can do so many things, and I continue to do them, as you can see. But at the core of me, the center alignment, the center lane that my life path follows on is healing. And if I look back, I've always been seeking knowledge around healing. I've been seeking experience, understanding, and that's always fulfilled me. And I've always seen that was something that didn't go away. And so even when I want to do something creative, I can always go to my center line and be like, okay, what's the purpose of this? Is it healing? It could be just healing me. It's still walking in my purpose. It could be healing my family, right? It could be, yeah, it could be so many things, but that is the center line, that connection with God, where the information is follow is coming through, and I'm here, right? So that's the wisdom I wanted to share with you today. Leave with love. All right, make some time to um, be with yourself today. Just be in your own space, feeling your own energy. And one thing I love to do is write things down. Writing connects to the heart space. So when you write things, we remember them a lot more, if you haven't noticed. And but we also develop a connection to them. So you write things down using your body to actually write it out, your mind to spell it out, to say it in your head. It is a way of bringing it to life and transforming that energy into your body. So you get energy flowing. You can start a healing process by writing things down. Okay. And that's how I like to do, I like just write things down. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Leave with love. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I mean, I think most of you listening right now have subscribed.